All right, Thomas, I'm going to make you the host. Can you just look out for people in the waiting room? Thank you. All right. So today we are going to talk about the most important thing in the near-term future, which is our convention and our big event coming up. And we have April, May, and June to get as many people as possible to this event. The biggest of all big events, our convention, which we usually do every 2 years, and this is the first time that we've done it since the pandemic. So we haven't had one since 2019. We were supposed to have one last year. Obviously, we were not able to put it on, and now we're going to have it June 29th, 2022. All right. And it doesn't matter what leader you talk to, anybody that has a hierarchy, anybody that has a big team, anybody that has a big business, anybody that has a huge income, especially a huge passive income, anybody that's living the dream in this business, anybody. Okay, 100%, not 99, not 98, 100% of the people, their life was deeply impacted at a big event. Now, what impacted them? I'm not sure. It could have been the speaker, and what they said resonated with them. They related to them. They had a similar story, what that person overcame, that person's upbringing, that person's family dynamic, that person's heritage. I don't know. They connected with the speaker somehow, some way. It could have been the environment. That point in their life, it's just what they needed, because they were teetering on the edge of potentially quitting or staying at their job, but they went to an event and they decided to quit their job, and that decision made all the difference. It could be they brought teammates to the event, and that event affected somebody on their team, which indirectly got them to work or got them to RVP or got them to SVP, because their team was inspired by seeing somebody raise their level of play. This is the most significant event in our hierarchy's history. It really is. I know every time we say that, because every time it is, but this time it really is. I mean, just not seeing anybody, they say that, the lens that you have in this business, right? That's why you need to go to a big event. The lens that you have in the business, like, for example, I got recruited into a business and it was a small office. There was less than 10 people in the office. So when we'd have a meeting, there were 10 people, and we go to the office, and then my trainer brought us to a regional event, a big event. And there were hundreds of people, 500 people. And my vision just expanded. I said, wow, this business is huge. Then I went to a retreat, and there was 1,200 people. My vision got bigger. Then I went to the convention, and I saw whatever it is at that time, 40,000 people, and my head exploded. And I couldn't sleep for weeks. And I was tossing and turning, saying, man, I'm going to take over the world. And it inspired me for another 2 years. And that 2 years, I went to RVP. So if you look at people's lens that they're looking at it, they're not even looking from an office. Their lens is their computer screen with thumbnails and in their own house. That's not our business. Now, there's benefits of that. We can connect with people, but when are you going to see people, right? I know some people are out of state. I know we have people in Texas. We have people in California. We have people in Michigan. We have people in New York. I'm not going to see them if I don't see them at the convention. We don't know what's going on with our regional events. I'm sure we'll get back to those very quickly. But we don't know. When are you going to see your people? When are you, another 2 years? No. So I'm going to talk today about the event, the psychology, and then, Thomas, I know I sent you, if you can read off the names, or, if you want to update your slide. If not, you can just read off the names of all the people that are registered. And we got 90 days to get people there. Obviously, the longer you wait, the bigger the trap door, the more people can fall out. If you get people committed, financially invested in the event, the higher probability that they're going to go. They still can back out. You got to play the numbers. You got to make the ask, and you got to first yourself sell out to the event. That not only are you going to be there, but you're going to get every important person in your team, in your business, in your life that needs to be there. So obviously, events stretch your vision. I just talked about that. The scope of your business enlarges when you see how many people, you see the company credibility, you see the CEO, the executives. You go to the workshops and you see there's 15,000 district leaders, 10,000 division leaders, 8,000 regional leaders. When you see 20-minute promotion parade of people getting their $100,000 rings, when you see these people and you meet these people that are making 1 million, 2 million, 2.5 million, it just does something to you. I cannot explain it. Certain things you just can't explain. Like a concert. You can record it, you can record it. And they're on YouTube. You can see a live person, you can see somebody's phone recording a concert. But it's not the same as being there. You can record a last minute shot, but it's not the same as being there. I like FaceTime. I FaceTime with my kids. It's not the same as giving them a hug. It's not the same. And so being there in person, what it does to your mind, right? Obviously, you can make a deep decision. Quitting your job, maybe not getting a part-time job, maybe not going to school, or, instead of my master's, I'm going to pursue this. Getting that license, fulfilling major commitments. Remember this, you can't build people's minds, but events can, right? I can help people. I can coach people. I can work with people. I can try to develop them, but nothing can replace the job of a big event. Nothing. Nothing can replace the job of a big event. You cannot change people, but you can bring people to life-changing events. Most people do not like to be told to change. They will change from a deep personal decision inside of them. That is absolutely true. It's absolutely true with me. I think I'm a very coachable person, but what people tell me doesn't cause me to change. When I go to a thought-provoking, mind-bending event, that's what caused me to make a deep decision and change. Right. So what's going to happen at the event? Obviously, we're going to spend a lot of time with people, the camaraderie. We're going to eat out. We're going to do stuff, hang around, be in downtown Atlanta. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be workshops, right? There's millennial workshops. There's technology workshops, the African American Leadership Council workshop, the Women in Primerica Convention workshop, right? So there are so many amazing workshops at this convention that you're going to just get re-inspired. You're going to see, you're going to meet some of your friends. You're going to meet some of your competition, your competitors. You're going to build relationships with people. You're going to remember these things, right? You're going to take pictures with people, and that's going to inspire you to go on to do great things in your career, right? I mean, you see a lot of people, they say, oh man, I remember meeting Peyton Manning at a quarterback camp, and that inspired me to play in college. I remember, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton said, I met John F. Kennedy when I was 16 years old, and that inspired me to become president of the United States. These things are true. I remember shaking Mike Sharp's hand, or Hector Lamarck, or sneaking into Rick Susie's workshop. And, it's also the travel team, right? I played sports, and, sometimes we have away tournaments, tournaments in a different state. Virginia, we're going to New York, we're going to Florida, you go to, and sometimes through the budget, we couldn't bring everybody on the team. And so you wanted to be part of the travel team, the team that traveled away to these events, because the travel team was more committed. The travel team, there was a limited amount of, now we have an unlimited amount of spots, but not everybody's going to make this journey. And your travel team are the RVPs. The travel team are the full-timers. The travel team are the people that are going to make the deep decisions, and they're going to move up. You can never build a big team if you don't understand the importance of big events. Yeah, it's impossible. You just cannot do it. There's magic in crowds. The environment creates a condition for change. When people travel far away from home and invest time and money, they listen more seriously. That's just a fact. These things, we have swim meets, and some of them are far, right? Now, my daughter is going to start having to go to really far away meets where it's the best of the best of the best, and you have to qualify. And not only do you have to qualify, you have to pay. I'm not talking about the airfare. You have to pay to attend the event, the meet. Might be $500, and but you get to race with the best swimmers in the country, and they might have a little workshop with the best coaches, and you might learn one or two things, and you can see what it's like to race against future Olympians, future Division I college people. That's the exact same thing. And when my daughter asks me questions about these events, I say, hey, the best swimmers are going to be there. That's all I say. The best swimmers are going to be there. And she's like, all right, well, I got to be there for all the reasons, to learn, that to not miss out, to be included. The best swimmers are going to be there. The best Primerica people are going to be there. The biggest builders are going to be there. The best leaders are going to be there. Don't be ashamed to ask, okay? I used to always do this. I used to always say this when we go to our regional events, and these events are long. When I say long, they're 9 to 5, they're 9 to 4, they're 2 days, they're 3 days. And I say, what are we asking people to do? What are we scared of? Hey, your butt's going to hurt. You're going to sit too long. What are we trying to sell to people? You never have to work. You never have to invest time, never have to invest money. You don't have to attend anything, and you can become a millionaire. Said no one ever. That's never, ever, 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 ever going to be said. This is one meeting that we haven't had in 3 years. We're not going to have the next one for another 2 years. You need to get everybody there, period. You need to put the full court press on people. You need to call, you need to sit down, right? College basketball, the tournament's going on, and the best teams generally have the best recruits, and the best coaches are the best recruiters. And when they find a 5-star recruit, when they find a great recruit, the coach goes and sits down with that potential recruit and their entire family, and they sell them on why their program is the best, why they need to come to their school, why they need to invest in becoming the best athlete they can be and be part of our championship tradition. It's the same thing. You need to call people and say, hey, you need to come to this event. It's very, very important. So Thomas, can you do me a favor? Oh, you already said it. I'll read it off then. Thank you. So here are the people who are registered. We got 90 days. Ciamara and Tom, Kiki, Otis and Simone, Antonia, Ray, Joey, Cheryl, Shondell and Mike, Yisralda, Ismaldo and Luz, Willie and Samantha, Maurice, Hannah, Mesfin, Alex G, Rod and Tony, Taylor, Sheila, Johnson, Mercedes, Gabe and Tanya, Jen and Lily, Bao, Dylan, Gabby, Josh and Lelix, Peter and Tia, Samir, Anisha, Miss Caroline, Angela, Therese, Sophia and Juot, Nathan, Lydia, Dante and Renee, Marin and Yadira. If we missed you, you can put your name on here. But I doubt we missed you, but we might have. There's a chance. If we did, sorry, you can put them, or if you have anybody that's registered, get registered. All right, get registered. The longer you wait, the more, like I said, the more excuses you're going to make. And I always say this: if you do not attend these events, you will die a slow death in our business. Okay, especially this one. Kalina and TK. So good job on getting people registered. We got a long way to go. You can look up your event registration inquiry on POL, and you should be able to look up how many people you had at the last event and how many you had registered. So that's a great indicator of where you're going to be today, and you just try to grow from event to event. Obviously, things are a little funny, and that's why. Look, I hate to revert back to this, but that's why, like, if you know. One thing when I recruit people, I never beg anybody, right? Because I feel if you have to beg them to join, you're going to have to beg them to work. Now, I convince people, I close people, but that's why you have to start telling people to make commitments, right? If you're always weak on them, they become weak. If it's, hey, come to training on Saturday. Well, they can't, and you make an excuse. It just happens. They're going to make excuses. Well, just come to Super Saturday. Okay, just log in. Okay, just have your video on. Okay, log in, be muted. Just, can you log in? You're not building a business. I just want you to understand that. And that's what we do. We just, we descend to the lowest levels of patheticness unless we're strong on people, and we raise the standard. Doesn't mean you got to be a bee about it or mean or a jerk about it, but you just got to be tough, right? I mean, like, you guys know, right? I mean, and anybody know, my son's going to be 12 in a month, which is just, obviously crazy to think about. And, I'm trying to help mold a responsible person, right? And you got the chores, you got things, you got the, and kids, like anything, they fight, they're lazy, and it's always just a game of chess every freaking day with this kid, right? What do you got to do, this, that, like, and I'm trying to trick him and, bribe him and do all these things just to get him to do the normal stuff, but at the end of the day, if he does those things, right, he's starting to progress, and progress is success, right? Every time you talk with the recruit, it's a battle, man. Every single time you're trying to, go out in the field, build your list, get scheduled for the test. And if you always have this lay down mentality, it just resurfaces, man. And it's kind of like a close at the kitchen table. You can't just say, hey, give me your bank account and routing number. You got to ask all these questions. How much are you wasting per month? Would you set aside money every month? Can you see why group coverage is not coverage? And you get all these series of commitments. And then it's easy to get to close. So when you start training people to commit and invest their time and sometimes their money, then you have a great business of committed people. And then you can change the world. And you can do 30, 40, 50 sales a month. 100 sales a month. So anyways, all right, we got training tomorrow, 9:30. I look forward to seeing everybody and finishing out March strong. All right, get registered. Okay, we're going to go over this list again tomorrow. Hopefully a bunch of you guys got registered and you're texting all over the Telegram on new teammates that have been registered. Right. Oh, and also remember, the longer you wait, it's not going to get cheaper. All right. So I know you're waiting for the discount. That ain't going to happen. All right. So like I said, just get registered now. Sell your PlayStation, your Xbox, your, cancel your Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Apple TV. I don't care what you need to cancel for all your subscription services that you have. Get the money. Go write a sale. Go do a Vivint. Sell your iPad that you win from doing a Vivint. There's no excuse to not go to the event. None. All right. Let's go. See you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys.